I do or you do?
I do.
I was gonna say, because I can see, and from my angle, I gotta get some trimming. I got like hair going into my mouth almost.
Oh, it's good though. Me, I'm just like a little dirtiness going on. That's all I got.
No, yeah, you can't. Now that you mentioned it, I can see it. You almost look like you got like a little 5 o'clock shadow of the mustache going on.
Yeah, it's bullshit. That's all I can grow is like right here for some reason.
Does it show you recording up there?
Yeah.
Dope. All right, cool. Wait, you're on the podcast, Frank, and you already done it. You done did it before. There's no pressure. If you stutter a word, that's it. I'm hanging up. But but introduce yourself, Frank, to the audience. The audience that may not be that big, but one day be gigantic.
Well, Frank Moore, just
I was hoping you were gonna put Frank David Moore. I like that.
Yeah, for some reason on the blogs I post, it says straight up Frank David Moore every time.
I like it.
It sounds more official, like a more author name, like Frank David Moore.
When you throw that on there with confidence, it's like, yo, I'm here to run shit, all right?
Frank David Moore.
Yeah. But anyways, if you're not familiar with Frank, Frank, I'm gonna tell you right now, your blogs are the funniest thing I've ever read. I swear. I put that on everything.
Oh, thank you.
You put three blogs up on the page, right?
Maybe 4.
4 now?
Is it?
Well, let's go through them. That's how we'll start. it.
We got the Veronica the Punter blog.
Veronica the Punter and
then
description of each one though.
Oh, Veronica the Punter. It was imagine a punter who could punt the ball in the air for an entire quarter. The ball launches in the air. It stays in there. How valuable would that be to the NFL?
It'd be huge. Hang time, baby.
Valuable player of all time. You had to sit around for 15 minutes. You could change the fucking game. And it has to be a girl for some reason. I don't know why. It just has to be. Why not?
Yeah.
It just makes more sense. I don't know. In my mind, it does.
It adds more interest to it, definitely.
Yeah. And then, what was my second one?
Second one, wasn't it the, was that the one you knocked on, what's that TV show called?
Dang, it was the
Big Bang Theory.
Aliens. Aliens.
Whoa, aliens.
Just a little introspective into aliens and how, like, the universe works and all that. Like, I don't know. It's an in-depth look on how aliens work and how we should,
Honestly, it's a viewpoint that, like, I haven't really heard yet. I mean, you hear bits and pieces, but just the whole story, everything you wrote, everything you've contributed is like a freaking, like, masterpiece. I'm not trying to toot your horn, but this blog is not good.
Hey. Thank you so much.
I should probably take this down a little bit. I look a little like a psycho.
A little bit down. I think a little bit more down.
Like all the way?
But yeah, so that blog is about how big the universe is, and I feel like a lot of the times we live our little lives, doing our little things, and we don't realize how huge the universe really fucking is, And it's like you can't even comprehend. Like, try and think how huge it is going from Missouri to Colorado. That's a fucking long distance. Yeah. Imagine that times 1 billion, and that's just to the moon. Imagine the moon. What?
It's really 1 billion?
I mean, I'm just giving out numbers.
I was like, whoa, that's
something
big
like
time.
That. But I mean, from here to like the next galaxy, it would take you literally like 30,000 years to get there.
Yeah.
From here to the next solar system. It's just fucking unreal. There's so much shit going on. I feel like, well, why are we talking about this?
Yeah. What's the third blog?
Was that the Gene Splicing blog? Was that the third one?
Gene Splice.
Yeah.
So wait, you've done 3 then, right?
Oh, yes, it is 3.
So I knew I was right.
You're right.
The third one, honestly, might be your crown jewel.
Really?
I like that one. You didn't seem too sure about it, but as soon as I read it, I was literally like 5 different times I was laughing out loud, like LOL, straight up.
Really? What did you like about it? Like, why'd you like it?
The fact that I liked it is just literally, you go like a couple different directions, and then it came to the, just how the chicks are going to be hot in the future and everything. And I mean, I don't know if this is worthy for the podcast as far as like R rating or anything, but the part about like the everybody's gonna have their kids with a giant dick or
It's gonna be true, man. It's gonna be so true. Like the dad's gonna be like, "Oh, should we get a big dick on my son?" I mean, like, why? If the option's there, it's what's gonna happen. You know, the button's gonna be like, "What size dick do you want your son to have?" The 9-incher button is gonna be worn out. It's gonna be broken from people hitting that.
like the where it says 9 inches will be rubbed away. All you can see is like half the 9 and like 2 letters.
Shit, I have to settle for the 8 inches on my son. Jesus.
But I mean, that's just the facts of reality. If gene coding is going to become a thing. But,
yeah, you can already gene splice your kid to have eye color now. You can choose your eye color on your kid now today. Straight up, you can. Oh, I want my kid to have green eyes or blue eyes or brown eyes today.
Can you change it to like something that's not even like real, like a new color or something?
Well,
I want
that'd be crazy.
Like 8 different colors. Let's see what we get. Do what?
Do new colors. You can't invent new colors. Not that far in the future yet.
You're the one that wrote the blog. I'm asking you. Questions.
Yeah, I mean,
questions I have. All 4 questions.
Oh shit!
Wait, how do we do this? Yeah, look at it this way. I don't know. Anyway, but no, so that's the blogs. But I want to tell you, we should do something interesting with your blogs. You got 3 out. Let's say when you get to 10, we should put them all together and like sell it as like a magazine. Swear to God, we don't have to sell it. We can give it away.
Yeah, I just like something like that. Like, it'd be dope. I'm down for that.
I think it'd be cool because, like, see, like, and I just been so caught up. I got more blogs to contribute to those that are listening, but I'm like trying to get into like the sport, like MMA and stuff like that. But yours are like a fucking journey. Yours is like taking you off to a new area, a new place, and I'm all for it. That's why I think it'd be cool to throw it all together like that. When you gotta sell it, just give it away like it's a newspaper, magazine, whatever. Anyway.
And my new blog, the
maybe an audio ebook.
Yeah, I'd be down. And I have a new one coming out, the fantasy punishments. It's just a list of that, like the best fantasy football punishments.
That's coming next.
Yeah, I have the whole setup already set up about our league and our whole punishment. Oh, how that went down.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I think this might be the best one. Like, I'm a guy who's like makes my blogs. I'm a little self-conscious about them, my writing. But this one's, I'm like, all right, this one's gonna be good.
Well, I mean, I feel you too, because with the podcast, even like when I started, I would be petrified half the time, and then I'm interviewing somebody that I've hung out with a million times. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's just when you're, putting your own, think tank out there. It's something to be proud of. That's what I think. I'm proud of my podcast, and if I was you, I'd be damn proud of my blogs. But go check out Frank's blogs, www.dedicatedperiod.com. That's period spelled out, everybody. And then just go to the blog section. But Frank, should we go right into the Stud League? I want to talk to you a little bit about Stud League, or we'll just save that for the blog.
You're the host. Let's do it.
Well, you are the commissioner.
Yes.
I should have got like everybody's complaint. That would be a good blog. I could get everybody's complaint.
About I get everyone from the league to contribute to a blog with the complaints, and I like that.
That'd be pretty good.
The people, I listen to the complaints. Do I not? And do not like listen to you guys and put that shit forward?
All jokes aside, you're a great commissioner. You're the perfect person to be the commissioner of this league, because it could have fell apart if any other one of us was the commissioner for real. And that's,
You've been mentioned on national TV on Fox Sports.
No, yeah. Talk about that real quick.
Yeah, so there was a show called Crowd Goes Wild with Katie Nolan. You know her, she's big now.
Yeah.
And Regis Philbin was on it. And so it was their very last show that got canceled. And you could tweet into them, ask them a question. And I asked them, since this is your last show, can you make your news show about just covering my fantasy football league, the Stud League? And they were like, one guy was like, no, fuck that. Katie Nolan was like, yes, I love this.
Dude, I'm telling you, And that's why I wanted you to mention it, because that happened, and I remember you sending me a picture or whatever. But I'm telling you, this fantasy football league, I know you always hear everybody like, no one gives a fuck about your fantasy football league. I'm telling you, our league is different. The stud league is here to stay. And I swear, have you seen the movie Tag?
No, but I know about it.
So, yeah, but it's about the guys that grew up and they always played their childish game. We ain't got a childish game. We got fantasy football. Everybody can relate to it, but we just do it a little bit better. We're just a little bit better.
We do. It's not just because I'm a great commissioner. It's like we have great league mates as well. We all into it.
They're all good. From top to bottom, 1 through 12. Only one is maybe Garrett, since he doesn't want to interact with us. But, it's all good.
That's weird. He's too cool for us, but hey.
Madden, it's all good. But, no, but I think that one day down the road, our league is going to be noteworthy, at least. Extraordinary.
I agree. I think we got something special. Like, we have that little extra to us, Oh,
yeah, definitely. I couldn't agree more. Is there anything you want to just mention real briefly on the podcast about, like, new implementations? Is that a word? Implementation?
It sounds like a good word. I think it is a word. Implementation.
Implementation. What are you going to implement as commissioner of the Stud League for 2019?
I had something. I can't think of it right now. I do know we need to up the ante on the pool, the buy-in or whatever.
So we're at $30. I'm down for. I mean, it's a Stud League, guys. We can do 100, but I mean,
we'll do 50 this year.
We'll do 50. You can salvage 50 because if you win, and we can negotiate a second place prize, but maybe I'm
all winner takes all,
Maybe second place gets to bang 12th place's girl or something.
Yeah, well, we're fucked if Mason gets last.
Well, I mean, actually, if you look at the league, we're all almost.
We got Jack, Josh, and Blake. Blake's married.
Blake, yep. You got me now.
Shit, damn, we all are that single, really? Damn.
Yeah. John is, I don't know.
Who knows?
That's an interesting one. That's always interesting. Anyways, these people they do actually know. So
we had to hijack his race car if he's last.
Real fast forward to get off this type of subject. Who's going to win this? Who's going to be in the Super Bowl next year?
Well, of course, I got to say Chiefs.
KC Mo.
The defensive moves they made this year they couldn't have done better, right? They got
done so far besides Bob Sutton.
Fired Bob Sutton. They got Spagnula, or whatever the fuck his name is.
I like that hire too.
Yeah. And House, the guy from Kentucky, they killed it. Kentucky's defense killed it this year. And he was their defense coordinator for Kentucky, and he's their linebackers coach now.
He's a linebacker, okay.
Yeah, so he's going to, implement his greatness into that. And they hired the defensive line coach from Patriots. He's their defensive line coach for Chiefs now. And the House guy, by the way, he's the guy who apparently
going to get Brady. That's what's going to happen. They got that hire to kill Tom Brady next season. Because I was totally on board with the Patriots are done now, but now with Robert Kraft getting in trouble for getting a hand job,
yeah,
they're probably going to come back better than ever,
No. They're going to fucking go undefeated now.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude. I don't like it. But no, I got the Chiefs as well. But who's coming in on the NFC? Then I got something else for you.
I have I'm gonna say Vikings for some reason. I don't know why. They're cool. I don't know.
No.
Shit, that's right.
Saints.
Saints. That's too easy of a pick.
I'm gonna put money down on Chiefs Saints.
It's too. I feel like Saints are regress this year.
What'd you say?
It should have been Saints this Super Bowl, right? They got screwed over in that call. Right? That one call.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, Super Bowl.
That's the championship game. They got screwed over, right?
Yeah. They definitely got screwed over, but don't tell that to Dalton because he'll literally ram your ass with, well, in the second quarter, this happened. In the third quarter, that happened. And that's that.
Well, feel? How does he feel going all the way to the Super Bowl and not winning? Like, how does that hurt you as a fan?
I said this already on the podcast. I'm gonna say it again. But I was there last 2 minutes, like right before Goff threw the pick, or right after Goff threw the pick, and Dalton already pretty lit, just like all of us.
Right.
Over in the like buffalo chicken dip. He's like playing with it. Like he has a spoon and he's like playing with there's not a lot left, but he's like playing with it. Big pan. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? So I'm watching him. And then like I go over there right when the game's like pretty much the last knee was taken or whatever. And I'm like, hey man, my bad, you know. And like he's got it all over his hands. And he's just like, and he didn't say a word. And then he literally shook everybody up. I'm going to bed. And he was so lit, but he said he's going to bed so like normal. It threw me for a loop. And we didn't see him for 2 weeks.
Damn. No, here's a question for you. All right. Would you rather your team lose the AFC Championship? Would you rather the Chiefs lose the AFC Championship game or make it to the Super Bowl and lose? I feel almost making it to the Super Bowl and losing is worse than not making it at all, almost, in my opinion. Because you get right there, you're about to just freaking orgasm, and it gets cut off rather than, you know.
And the fact that it's the Super Bowl, like a big like day in American history every year, and you're going to be depressed that night, and half the day you're going to be kind of just on edge, like pins and needles. I might blow my brains out type thing.
Yeah. Grab my computer charger real quick. But I agree with that. Like,
but that's enough football talk. But we're gonna do this a lot more often because I finally figured out Skype, and this shit's awesome. You know what I mean? We're 17 minutes into the podcast. Thanks for listening. I got two homies in the back over here. They're not helping out at all. They're not contributing. It's me and Frank.
Little noise as possible.
I did say make it little noise as possible.
I mean,
good. Let's not start talking now, guys.
Do a little bit and not contributing. That's not a surprise.
I love it.
Wait, was he too cool for the Snapchat group or something? Like, what's with that?
Are you too cool for the Snapchat group? He said he must be, so there's your answer.
Now,
what everybody wants to know, what everybody is dying to hear is give us the 411, the whatever you want to call it. What is New York all about? What's the lifestyle like? What's the favorite things to do? Like, I want you to take the ball and run with it here.
All right. Well, it's like, first of all, going to the store to buy toilet paper is like a movie. Like, you don't just drive to the store, pick up from Bing's or I guess Woods, and you go home. No, it's like you see a scene every single time. Like every single day on I take the subway every single day to work. Every single day there's some kind of action going on, whether it's a homeless guy making craziness going on or there's some lady just, I don't know. There's something always going on with that. That's just the daily, everyday thing. But the going out thing is I've been to the same bar maybe like 4 times. Like I go to a new bar every single night, you know.
And it's always something cool going on.
Oh yeah, it's like I think last weekend I went to a bar. It was a cool bar, and they had like it was like a Buffalo Wild Wings bar. All right, cool. It's a normal bar. They're playing sports on every TV, and I was playing pool with my friends or whatever. We played pool for like an hour, and then for some reason they switched every TV from sports to porn. Every single TV was playing a different porno video.
Swear?
Yeah. It was crazy.
No, that can't be real.
It was like vintage porn too. It was weird. It wasn't like normal day porn. It's like some weird artsy vintage porn. We're like, what the hell is going on right now? What is this? And
you have to have known about it. There's no way.
And they asked the guy, like the bartender, I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? And he like grabbed this weird power thing, like a weird block or whatever. See this power block? It can charge 10 phones at once. Do you need your phone charged right now? And I was like, no. Like, why is there
figure out the porn situation?
Yeah, and he would not answer the porn situation. He's like the owner of the bar or whatever. He was obviously on cocaine or something. And this emo emo guy, like looked like a 2004 emo guy right by me, and he was like, "It's pretty weird, man. There's porn going on right now." And I'm like, dude, when the emo guy says it's weird, it's weird right now.
Right? Emo guy. That is the point. If the emo guy is calling out something for being weird, you got some weird shit on your hands.
That was,
But did you find out what the deal was?
No, we stayed till like 4 a.m. and the dude was like, "All right, guys, time to leave. We're closing." And we're like, "Well, what's with the porn?" And he's just like, "I don't know. I'm just a bouncer. I think it's weird too." And it's one of those mysteries in life,
Dude, I wouldn't go back to that place ever again. They probably got some like underground shit going on. Like bad shit, not good shit. Not like get some, Robert Kraft service.
Sketchy bar for sure. It was a very sketchy bar, but it was fun. Pool bar. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a story for the podcast. That might get us a million hits. You never know.
I mean, like, when's the last time you went to a bar and they're playing porn on 19 different screens? It's crazy.
Never happened a single time. Not even one screen.
There was a lot of like sorority type of girls coming in. They would come in for one drink and they would look at it. Look in their face was shock. They just didn't even finish their drink, just left.
What's the girls like over there? Everybody's wanting to know.
In New York, I mean, it's literally every single type of person ever in New York. I think it's the only city where every language is spoken, but like the normal girl is like a little bit more artsy, I guess you would say. Like, I don't know. It's there's no one girl is what I'm saying. Like, every girl's so different. It's weird.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, because you scared me one time. We were playing Fortnite or something, and I asked you about the ladies. What's the ladies like? And you said like you never see a hot chick.
No, it's more like when at Mizzou, there'd be hot chicks every corner. But in New York, it's like there's more normal, average people, I guess. But when you see the hot chicks, they're like model hot chicks. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But they're like, they kind of give it a look like, "Oh, you're not worth $10 million? Well, then I'm not going to even look at you." That kind of type of chick,
I don't like that one. Not a fan.
There's definitely normal hot chicks for sure. Like, that's happened before. But everyone's definitely more down to earth, I feel, here. Like, it's not all that. There's a lot of that bullshit is erased here, I feel. Like, there's not that bullshit,
No, I feel you. Is there any other, like, keys to New York City, like things you should know before you go?
Don't give homeless people money. Like, it seems like oh shit, this guy's homeless, but someone told me like, yo, like these dudes, they take money right away. 90% of them straight up just do meth that money right away. They're like, I've been on subways before where I was with a girl, rolled back to my place, and this guy on the seats across from us was laying down, like asleep, taking up the whole seats. And he starts peeing, and like the pee's dripping down, and it's like moving across the floor and shit. And he wakes the fuck up, and he's still peeing everywhere. He's like, "Can I get some money? Can I get some money, guys? He's pissing everywhere while he's doing it.
Did you look at him?
Yeah, I made the unfortunate idea of making eye contact with him, so he kept talking to me and shit. It's crazy. And there's another homeless guy where I was like waiting on the subway. There's these tracks, the subways plow through, and this homeless guy comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, dude, I just got out of the hospital and need money, man. I need money." I'm like, "Well, I don't have cash. I'm sorry, man. I don't have cash." And so he jumps into the subway tracks while the subway's coming. He's like, "I'm gonna kill myself right now. I'm gonna kill myself right now." I'm like, what? Don't do that. Don't kill yourself in front of me. And he jumps the fuck up out of it as soon, like right when it's coming. It was like 20 feet away. He jumps out of it and he's like, "You sure you don't have any cash, man? You can go to the." And I was like, "Dude, what? What the fuck?"
He pulled a stunt thinking you were gonna give him like a couple hundred now. Like, dude, you got more to live for, man.
Yeah. I almost killed myself, man. You can't give me money now. Fuck off, bro.
Well, besides homeless people, chicks, porn bars, and stuff along those likes, what else? What's another thing? And then we can go on.
I gotta say, damn, the food is great. Obviously, I don't have to go into that, but like the culture of just like, if you gotta like, all right, if you think you're like, "Oh, I don't fit in" or whatever, you're gonna find people in New York where you fit in with. Like, oh, I'm a fucking EDM type of fucking dude or whatever. You'll find those people like crazy. You're like, oh, I'm a fucking person who's only in like wood whittling or whatever. You'll find the best fucking wood whittling class in America or whatever, or like shit like that. Like, oh damn, I like to make corn on the cobs, custom corn on the cobs. You'll find a fucking club for that. So there's just everything you want is at your fingertips, just fucking right there. It's insane.
Oh yeah, that's super dope. Let's talk about your job. What are you doing, Frank?
Well, right now, advertising. We do more. I don't do commercial shit. I do more like, all right, Verizon's gonna be the Super Bowl. We're gonna have a huge event at the Super Bowl. What's our idea for that? And actually, my idea. This is kind of humble brag here. My idea was the most popular idea at the Super Bowl. The most popular event at the Super Bowl was mine. It was a VR game. You put on a VR headset and you throw like a VR football at VR targets. And it was the most popular event at the Super Bowl.
So, was there already a game, or there had to been a game, right? Or do y'all have to create it?
We created it, yeah.
Who did?
Our agency created it. We created the VR headset and everything, and the game and all that. And
what?
I'm the dude who's like, here's the idea, let's do it. And then we have another part of the agency is like, all right, we're gonna create it or whatever, you know. That's how it works, you know. Like I'm the idea guy, and other people do that shit.
That just like blew me back, dude. Look at me.
So we're doing this awesome thing for the McDonald's All-American game, the high school or whatever.
Hold on.
Hair looks great, bro.
What'd you say?
The McDonald's All-American game, the high schoolers.
Yeah. So wait, before we go on this, stay on the podcast that you worked for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, technically I did. It was more like I had an idea, you know, the head up people took my idea and switched it up a little bit, you know, but it was my kernel of an idea that made it the most popular event at the Super Bowl. For sure.
I wouldn't say a humble brag. I'd say, yo, I did that, bro. That's so dope. That's why you're doing everything you're doing right now. You don't know it yet, but everything you're doing is to set you up for what you'll be doing.
Oh, trust me. But I got something cooler that's gonna happen in March, where the McDonald's All-American game.
Yeah. Okay.
And so Powerade hosts they always do a dunk contest before the game. Like Powerade hosts it. So Powerade came to us like, yo, how can we make the dunk contest cooler? And I can't say what we're doing for sure, but I have to say, yeah. But I'm gonna say no. This will literally be the coolest dunk contest you've ever seen in your life. Make sure to tune into the Powerade dunk contest. It's gonna be because you know we see all these dunk contests like, oh yeah, the windmill dunk that was cool in like 1985, but everyone fucking does. Like this year, who won the dunk? They dunked over Shaq. Is that really that cool? No.
Right? Honey dip.
What?
Are you talking about the NBA?
Yeah, NBA.
I didn't even watch it. I literally used to. I said this on the last podcast. I used to watch the NBA dunk contest. I'm like, yo, this is so dope. But now it's just so watered down. The same.
Right.
Half the time they're not even making dunks.
Trust me, we fresh this dunk. It's gonna be the most freshest dunk contest you've ever seen. It's gonna be like a dunk contest you have to see.
When is it?
When is it? I think it's like March 23rd or some shit, something like that.
We'll get that later.
Yeah.
We'll have to have you do like a freaking, yo, go watch the Powerade as you're drinking it. Dunk contest, and then dunk that shit in a trash can or something.
No, I'm telling you, I'll do it. I don't think I can like legally say what we're doing, but it's definitely something that's going to be a dunk never seen.
Bet. I'm literally excited as hell. That's so dope that you're actually even being able to do that. That's so cool. But
this is actually the first place that's ever heard about. This is the first breaking news. This podcast.
That's breaking news. That's huge.
Is it not? Like no one else is saying anything about this. This is breaking news.
You're not gonna get millions of views from it. But like I said, we got time. You're building, doing it. We're building. So, but you don't have to tell us what the difference is, but what role did you have?
Well, they were like, how can we make the dunk contest cooler? And basically, we had this general idea, like what we were going to do. And they're like, all right, give us ideas. What can we add into this? So I gave a bunch of ideas into this thing. And they also like, what are the other ideas we can do? So I gave an idea. And they're like, all right, we're going to do the secondary idea as well. It's going to be pretty dope. And that was my idea. Like, completely my idea. So the main idea is mostly like the head up dude was like.
You have to write a blog about this after.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I will. But hopefully I can go to it because, like, they fly out a lot of the people that work, to these things. And I feel like I did the most work on it. But basically, like, the main idea was like, all right, we're going to pretty much do this, whatever. And I gave a shit ton of ideas to it. And the secondary idea was my idea. We'll see. It's either
secondary idea. So, like, they're doing something, but your idea is a backup plan, or?
They're doing two main ideas. And I can't really elaborate on it too much without giving it away. But basically, like, the second idea was, like, my idea.
Okay.
But the main idea was, like, a given, like, all right, we're going to do this for sure. And I gave a bunch of ideas into that. Like, a lot of ideas, so.
That's dope. I hope they get you there. And if you get to take a friend, I'll make the trip.
Oh, I'll wear the dedication period shirt to it for sure. Take photos.
I'm gonna send me your address after this. I'm gonna send you a better shirt.
I like that tall tee though. Like
it's great, but I want you to have one that says dedication. Oh, right. You know what I mean? Too. I like. Just because D period, it's dope. Just not everybody knows that yet, but it's all good. So anything else on your job? Obviously, I feel like you love it, right?
Yeah, it was pretty dope for a job. I mean, I'd rather be a rich fucker not doing anything, but for a job, it's pretty dope.
My job, besides this, which isn't really a job yet, is I get some supplements. I'm not working on the McDonald's All-Star game, the high school All-Star game. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, I guess.
But anything else you want to talk about? We're 30 minutes in.
That's the cool part of the rest of my job is like writing shit that's going to be on napkins for like a booth at a trade show,
I got you.
That's exciting. That's the most exciting part. It's the dunk contest.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty exciting. And the fact that you worked on the Super Bowl.
Pretty dope.
Fucked up they didn't let you go.
Yeah, well, they only let like one creative team go, I guess. Whatever, I don't know. I'm definitely not getting the credit I deserved for that. I don't know if I should be saying that right now, but it's definitely the idea I had that was most popular. No one they're not like, oh, that was Frank's idea. No one's really like that, but it totally was my idea. You know what I mean?
I hear you. That's fucked up. I don't like.
I'm lowest on the totem pole for sure at my job.
But like, I mean, Gary Vee says it a lot too. Gary Vee, he says, I mean, you gotta go through that shit, get shit on in a sense. But I mean, you go through it a little bit, bro. We're so young, 25 years old. Imagine where we're gonna be at in 10 years, especially with you, what you're doing and everything. Oh man, dude, you'll be hanging out with Justin Timberlake. That's what we'll shut the podcast down on. If there's anything else we can talk about, but your Justin Timberlake experience.
All right, so
even though this might be a little depressing, maybe.
Not really, but November, Justin Timberlake was coming out with like a memoir book or whatever. And so it's like, he came to our agency, like, how can I want to promote this in a cool ass way? How can we do it? So it was our job to do this. And so when I'm the copywriter, it means I write all the words. Like 1 week into it, our head copywriter like left the company. So I was tasked with being like the head writer on this job. And so I had to write this whole presentation to show Justin Timberlake and his agent or whatever, like, yo, we're going to do this to promote your fucking book. We're going to go to this Brooklyn museum and have this cool event or whatever. And wrote all shit. I read his book like 4 times, so I fucking know all about Justin Timberlake's life. And Justin Timberlake texted our creator after, dude, this is the coolest fucking presentation I've ever seen in my life. So it's cool knowing Justin Timberlake read my words that I wrote. And then so 3
So you
days.
got credit for that, right? Like, or at least your boss knew.
Yeah, knew that. And then so 3 days before he was supposed to do this thing at a museum, he promoted his book. He had a strep throat or something. He couldn't do it. Like he had to cancel all his concerts or whatever. So we had to cancel the whole event. Like, shit, we stayed fucking to 1 a.m. every night for him to cancel it. And then like a month ago, he rescheduled his concert and gave us free tickets because we worked on this shit. And so
That's cool as fuck.
yeah, and so me and my work partner, we waited in line for like an hour in the cold to get inside of the backstage pass. You know, Trevor Noah?
Yeah.
He was like in line with us, and he was like, I was like trying to play it cool, you know, I was looking everywhere but him. I was like looking everywhere, like I could tell he's like, who the fuck is this guy? Anyway, so we got in, and we're in Madison Square Garden.
Backstage with pretty much a bunch of ballers.
Yeah, it was Madison Square Garden. We were backstage at Madison Square Garden.
God dang, bro.
We went like backstage where they had a hidden cocktail bar, and like if Trevor Noah was in this cocktail bar, it was all these dudes who were like rich as fuck, but they were like Supreme kind of dudes, like wearing Supreme and shit, like streetwear. Like they'd buy something, put it on, they'd throw it away. That kind of rich, you know? Yeah, models everywhere and crazy shit. Like the hors d'oeuvres, like here's what the hors d'oeuvres were. It was a toast. It was like these mini burgers where the fucking buns were like sesame toasted, and each bite was a piece of filet mignon. It was insane. That was just the snacks. Filet mignon burger, you know, it was crazy. And so, of course, I got drunk as fuck there because it's free drinks. And then we got to go on the floor for Justin Timberlake's show, you know. Like, I'm not a Timberlake fan at all, but I'm like, well, of course, I'll go on the floor. And we're there, you know, Justin Timberlake right there, like 3 feet in front of me and shit. And the fans are going crazy. And I got to say, the whole floor was full of a bunch of fucking rich fuck boys. Just like, oh yeah, this is Tuesday night. I'll fucking throw down $2,000 with this hot chick, you know, and just, it was weird. The fans were very fucking strange on the floor. They were very weird, but it was a cool experience, for sure. See, just
it sounded like an awesome experience.
Yeah.
You never said anything to Trevor though?
To who?
To Trevor.
Trevor.
Noah.
Oh no. I tried playing it cool, you know.
Of course, I'm like, hey Trevor, how we doing?
Well, he was waiting in line right across from us, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be that. Because in New York, there's kind of this unwritten rule, like you see someone famous, you don't say anything to them. Like I've seen like 5 famous people, you know, like just right up there. You're not supposed to really say anything. It's the cool.
I don't give a fuck. I would say something.
I did that too. Like I saw who was Scarlett Johansson, and
you saw her.
Well, it was like I saw her where my brother's apartment. They did a Ghost in the Shell, that movie she did, and then the movie premiere was right by his apartment. So I left my brother's apartment to go back to my place, and I walked past the movie premiere, and I see Scarlett Johansson like 4 feet away from me, and she looked like a fucking angel. It was weird. She had a glow to her. She was shining. I literally just stopped, and I was just like, looked at her for like a minute straight, and some security guard had to like push me out of the way. Dude, get out of the way! Like you can't be standing here. I was just like, crazy. And then as I'm standing there, you know, I go to this crowd. The whole crowd, there's like 100 people just looking at her. You know, I'm still just looking at her like, damn, this is crazy. And this lady comes up to me, and she's like, oh hey, do you want a ticket to go into Ghost in the Shell premiere right now for free? And I was like, what is this, like some kind of scam? Of course, yes, I want to go in this premiere right now. Let's do it. And then so she gave me a ticket. I went to see Ghost in the Shell premiere.
You swear?
Yeah, and the whole time it was a 3D movie. Here's the thing though. So I sat in my seat. It was a 3D movie, and I'm like, shit, I forgot to grab the 3D glasses. So I watched the first 30 minutes, like in 3D without glasses. And I was too like worried to get up, and I'm like, shit, I don't want to like blow my cover here because I'm some like nobody. So I finally,
it's like big time.
Yeah. So I finally, put my hands on my
like
seat.
Red carpet and everything.
Yeah. So I put my hands on my seat thing to get up to grab some, and I realized, oh shit, the glasses are right here in the cup holder. And so I put them on slyly like this. I could hear this guy behind me go, this fucking dumbass.
Dude, that's awesome. With every seat taken?
Oh, it was packed. Like when I went to get them, like I had to find a seat. I was like came like 10 minutes late in the movie, so I was like scurrying through the dark. I had to go past this lady. She cussing me out because I bumped into her and shit. So also I was worried to get up, you know. The fucking dude is like fucking dumbass.
You heard him?
I was like, I almost would turn and be like, "You're right."
Hey. But guess what? That was probably the best thing I've ever heard on the podcast.
Really?
That was great. That whole Ghost in the Shell story. I'm gonna make clips of this. Hopefully everything's working great. I'm gonna make clips of it and like put on YouTube, like Ghost in the Shell movie premiere story or something. You know, whatever. That's beautiful.
I've also been show my blog around my office, and like I got like a few dudes who like want to buy your shit now for sure.
Well, bet, dude, and tell them if they want to contribute in any way, shape, or form. Hey, you work for dedication period. It's just not like written in paper. So
I'm glad to, man. I love the opportunity to write again. It's great.
no, yeah, but I'm saying I want you in contributing in all facets. But if you got anybody that wants to do any other blogs, come on the pod or help out in some gear.
Yeah, I got a dude who might want to come on. I told him all about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd want to join it. Like, I like this shit or whatever." So
You work for an agency, don't you have like a department that works with like getting like works with other like managers or agents, right?
what do you mean?
Like for like a booking agent or something.
Right.
So like, would they come to you, a certain part of your agency, to get on to get different interviews, like big like radio interviews? Is that not my way off here?
I'm a little confused. Radio interviews. What do you mean?
So I mean like managers set up interviews and like promo for their clients and stuff. I didn't know if maybe your agency had a department.
Yeah, they do. They do. I have nothing to do with the agency, but for sure there is like a thing where like they're like they just came up with a thing like this like Monday. They were like, oh yeah, if you have someone like a brand or an agency that wants to come work with us, then hit us up and you'll get money or whatever. So any brand we want, small or big, so I can hit them up and be like, yo, I got this dedication period brand. Let's try to do something with them. You know, maybe I know you're super small, but you got like a legit cool thing going on. So I have the dudes and the chicks that are all manager people you're talking about for sure that I can hit up and be like.
Because if we could get some different guests and everything, because I'm telling you, we just did 43 minutes and that was magic.
It's really that long.
It's 43 minutes and this has been a great podcast. Obviously, we have chemistry, of course, but this podcast is going to be gigantic one day. But it's just getting, guests and stuff is so difficult. You can't just hit everybody in the DM all the time without feeling like a creep.
No, I feel you. I have dudes for sure and the chicks. I don't want to say dudes, but you know what I mean. I have the people that.
I need more female opinions, and we can get like a group chat going where it could be you, like it'd be 4 boxes or whatever. You, me, a chick, and then another dude. Maybe you can be live from the porn bar or something.
But no, I have the people that know how to do all this shit. They know, like, I'm the dude who's like, all right, we're going to do this. What's the idea? I'm not the guy who's like, how do we market this? I'm not like, so I have the people.
You can talk to somebody about getting some small guests. I'm not talking about JT. I mean, if you can make it happen, let's do it. But I'm saying like something small. But I mean, and a New York personality on the podcast would be great. We got one here.
I mean, the people who contact Patrick Mahomes for Verizon are at my agency right now. So
I message him, but he's never read it because he's probably got 1 million people messaging him every day on his DM.
Right.
If you told him local Missouri-based brand, need you on the podcast, talk about what you're dedicated, why you're dedicated to being the best freaking quarterback you can be for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it real brief, 15 minutes, got a great source for you. Let's go. Let's do it.
We could try. I mean, I literally know the guy who is like on the phone with Patrick Mahomes' agent. Like he sits like 3 desks away from me. So I can hit him up and be like, how can we make this happen?
Well, we don't have to. We need to be strategic about this. Let's not be wild, but you should say something soon. I got James Franklin coming on the podcast, bro.
No, really?
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna do a Skype interview just like this.
Wow, that's fucking dope. That's great. How'd you get him on?
DM'd him on Instagram.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I messaged him like 3 weeks ago, and he responded like 2 days ago. Finally, he's like, "Sorry, man. It popped up as a like basically it wasn't allowing the message because you don't follow me." But anyways,
if he would have started that whole game, how many years ago? We would have won the national championship game. Remember that when we put Monty Mack on?
Matty Mock.
We put him in like at halftime instead of James Franklin.
Oh,
was that what it was? Or maybe
just not about national title, but I know that Matty Mock got put in over him once or something. And
in the SEC championship game, if we would have won that game, we'd be. That's crazy. James Franklin.
He got hurt on a play, right?
No, they just pulled him. They pulled James Franklin for no reason.
We're gonna have to fact check that before we get him on, though. Here we were talking hella shit. Mason, you're a big Mizzou guy. Is that true?
Won 2 straight SEC championships year after he took over James Franklin, so I wouldn't talk bad on him.
He just said Matty Mock won 2 SEC East championships after James Franklin. I wouldn't talk too much. What's he doing now, though?
Probably selling cocaine.
Exactly. Did you hear that?
That thing was overblown. That was his freshman year before he started. Come on.
I mean, it's one of those things. But I think James Franklin was better than Matty Mock. But we're starting to get into Mizzou talk. That's probably where we should probably shut it down.
Sure, but it's been great, man.
No, yeah, 47 minutes. Clap. Frank, where should they follow you at?
At Frank Ballin. 2 N's on Twitter because some asshole took it on Twitter. Instagram, they're just normal N.
Normal N. Frank Ballin. Follow him. Thanks for the podcast, bro. We got to do this a lot more often.
This has been great, man. Thanks for having me. And fuck you, Doodle Band, for not being part of the group chat.
This dude is the most antisocial dude I've ever met. But it's all good. Much love, bro. Appreciate it. And probably hop on the Xbox here in a little bit.
Yeah, just let me know. I'll be down to play, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, right. You're probably going to a porn bar. Send me a fucking Snapchat of that next time. I think you did, maybe.
No. I think we're going to go next weekend. I'll tell my friends, but let's go there again next week, and I'll send you a Snapchat. Porn bar.
I'm looking forward to it.
It was disgusting porn, though. It was like weird hairiness going on. Like, it wasn't like, this is hot. It was like, so much hair. There's hairs on her nipples and shit. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know about all that, man.
All right. Hairy nipples. What a great
nipples, my dude. Get ready for that new blog coming this week.
This next week coming up. I have to come up with
when we release this podcast, though, it'll be this week. So
yeah.
Look for it. It's coming. It's here somewhere. Dang, I see a full image of you to the right now.
What?
There's 2 of you in there. Just on my screen, your face is up here twice. It's just freaking me out. But all right, dog. Next time wear a dedication period shirt. The one I send you.
Will do. Thanks so much.
Peace, bro.